I just took a bull. This bull has been sounding gnarly, nasty. On my right, there's two bulls fighting. I can see them going, their bodies moving back and forth between the trees. And then all of a sudden I hear this. There's another bull right there. Walking through those aspens.
I shot him. You didn't hear that?
No. We both just shot the same bull.
I shot him first.
He shot him first. Oh my gosh. What a heck of a pursuit, dude. All freaking day.
When your buddy calls you, says you got a buck down. And what does he got? A buck down.
Look what I found.
What a sweet coos, man. Opening day, heck yeah. Way to go, Steve.
Arizona Archery Club is a premier partner with Bowhunting AZ. When it comes to attention to detail and a fiery passion, Arizona Archery Club brings it all to the table. With all the latest bows and archery equipment, you can demo every single model in person free of charge in their multiple demo rooms. Walk through the process with an experienced bow tech and see which bow is right for you without the sales pressure. Their indoor archery range offers air-conditioned lanes where you can shoot out to 40 yards. Take this awesome opportunity to hone in your accuracy and technique. When you visit, be sure to mention that you're a listener to the Bowhunting AZ podcast. Let's all support local. National Automotive Repair is a locally owned and operated auto repair shop in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Jake McLaughlin and his team operate their business with a foundation of honesty, quality, and integrity. From routine oil changes to larger mechanical repairs, National Automotive can solve your issues and have you back in operation. The shop is located right off of I-17 and Thunderbird off Sweetwater Avenue, or call Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 at 602-978-3278. Real estate agents, are you looking to make your listing stand out? Arizona Listing Media has been transforming real estate listings since 2013 with their 5-star Google-rated services. Arizona Listing Media offers stunning photography, captivating drone footage, immersive 3D tours, and engaging video reels to showcase your properties at their very best. Are you ready to elevate your marketing game? Visit ArizonaListingMedia.com and book your session today. Let's make your next listing unforgettable. Built mountain tough, Scree Gear offers hunters the highest quality clothing for affordable prices. With patterns designed by military concealment specialists, Scree Gear brings you closer to the game without being detected. With every climate in mind, Scree Gear hosts a huge selection of clothing for all the terrains of North America and beyond. Check out Scree Gear today at www.screegear.com. Use promo code BowhuntingAZ for 15% off your first order.
Hi, my name is Jaden. Today we are going to be doing a podcast with my dad. Follows at Bowhunting AZ. Thank you. Including my dad's friend John. Also including my mom, Devin. Hope you have fun with Devin, John, and my dad, Bowhunting AZ. Thank you. Hope you have very fun with your podcast. Also, remember, my name is Jaden. I am the daughter of Devin and Steven. Also, Bowhunting AZ. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Jaden. That was a great intro. That was a wonderful intro. There was also a sound effect on, I just realized too. Did she sound super echoey?
Yeah.
During that whole thing? Oh, all right. No, we'll just roll with it.
It just adds to the effect.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Bowhunting AZ podcast. This podcast episode is going to be a two-part, And it's going to be called Taking the Leap from Curiosity to Camo, Devin and John's first hunt. So we're going to go ahead and start and get into part 1 here, which is getting to know the hunters. Again, thanks everybody for listening to this podcast episode. The focus on this episode is going to be kind of just interviewing these 2 brand new hunters who are about to start their very first hunt. We originally were going to head up tonight, but we ended up heading out tomorrow. Tonight's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, which is opening day. We're going to kind of go head up midday. We had some just life stuff that pops up that we got to handle first. So we're not going to get out as early as we wanted to, but that's all right. You just got to roll with it sometimes. So I'd like to introduce our 2 guests here. We have Miss Devon.
Hi.
My wife. Then we have John.
Hey guys.
John's a good family friend, a brother basically, and pretty much a neighbor, just a few houses down. And you relocated from California originally. How long ago was that?
I think right around 3 years now.
3 years now? Okay.
Yeah, that we've been out in AZ.
Okay. And you're both first-time hunters, right? I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. 100%
Okay.
for me.
All right. Let's kind of do our first little bit of segment here, which is just kind of getting to know you guys. So, Devin, what are kind of your hobbies? How do you like to spend your free time? And then what outdoor experiences have you had in the past?
I like to read a lot, and I like to be outside with my kids, I guess.
So she's always got her nose in her Kindle lately. You said something the other day that your goal was what, 40 books or something?
40 books by the end of the year, but 34.
There you go. Make sure you're talking right into that mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to boost her audio a little bit. How do you like to spend a lot of your free time? You said outside with the kids. What else do you enjoy doing?
I don't feel like I have a lot of free time. Play volleyball with the kids and read and bother you most of the time.
Well, you coach volleyball, right?
Yeah.
And so does John.
Yes, volleyball and soccer.
And soccer, right? Okay. You also coach with John's wife, Anna.
Yes, I do. I trapped her into it.
So volleyball, reading, spending time outside. What else?
I feel really put on the spot here. I don't know.
You enjoy watching some binging TV episodes and stuff. You got certain series that you follow and whatnot. Yeah. Your primary occupation is stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why I don't have a lot of free time.
That's a full-time job in and of itself.
Remember if you said that, John.
Yeah. Well, it's recorded.
Short-term
It's on record. John, talk to us a little bit kind of about your hobbies, how you like to spend your free time, and then maybe touch a little bit on the transition and relocation from California and stuff like that.
I love to golf in my free time. I love being outdoors. So hiking, golfing, any kind of outdoor activity is something that I really enjoy doing. With my friends, with family, just being outside, being in the fresh air and not, confined with the digital electronics all the time. Mm-hmm. So being on the golf course or being on a hike, you get to just kind of completely unplug almost and just be one with nature. So it's really cool. I like that a lot. And then the relocation from California, it went fairly well, I would say. We didn't really have any hiccups. We were trying to save money, or I should say save dollars and not pennies coming from California. So get prepared to make sure our family's set up for the future. And that's kind of what we did, and, took the leap, and the leap has brought us great friends and that we like to call family now. And it's been an awesome ride, and doing new things, and coming out to Arizona. I've shot a gun one time prior to coming out to Arizona, mm-hmm. and now I mean, you can contest. Let's go. I'm all about it. So it's super cool. I really enjoy it.
Did you do a lot of outdoor stuff in California prior to coming to Arizona?
Yeah, I mean, snowboarding,
okay,
surfing,
yeah,
being on the lake, wakeboarding, of course, golf, playing softball. I'm always more of a being a sporty outdoorsman or being sporty while outdoors, and not, with nature, I should say, kind of with the hiking and the hunting.
You're kind of a big sports guy too, though. I mean, you enjoy
everything,
soccer, baseball,
whatever it is,
football, all those things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm passionate about that. And then that just leads me to do that in my free time as well.
Okay.
So now, meeting you and becoming more aware of the hunting aspect, it's really been eye-opening and, a whole new experience.
Heck yeah. Devin, what kind of drew you to decide to give hunting a try? Like, did you kind of have a curiosity about it? Was it influence or something else? You can be honest.
Okay. I would say it was heavily influenced because you put me in for a draw and then
maybe a little bit
let our entire group chat know that I got drawn before telling me I was even in the draw. So
we got drawn. I didn't put it.
She's like, I didn't put it out. No, actually you did.
So it was a shock to me. And I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a full shock because you've told me a few times, but I don't know that I actually said yes this time.
So you had put in for turkey. Guys, I think that was my initial ask of you, was like, because when I initially asked you if you wanted to go hunting, it was like a hard no. And you said it was mostly like you didn't want to shoot a deer. Or something that seemed more lifelike, which sounds funny, but that's just kind of a easy way to...
Cuter.
Yeah. But then I was like, well, what about turkey? And you're like, no, I could do a turkey. And so...
Ugly.
Everyone looks up. So we put you in for turkey, but you didn't get drawn. And then I think kind of over the course of time, that was the one thing we had put you in for. Over the course of time, I think, I don't know what changed, I guess. That's a great question to ask you. What changed over the course of time? Because eventually you told me, yeah, you could shoot a deer. Was it axis? Or was it like kind of Texas stuff? Was it the meat?
Yeah, probably the meat, because the lower we get on meat, the sadder I get. And I don't like buying store-bought meat. So when you weren't able to get your elk and then you said I got drawn, it was kind of like, okay, well, I look at the freezer and my ground's almost gone, which makes me very sad.
So you need to provide for the family now.
Yeah, I'm the provider.
You better step it up.
I know.
So there, you had to cook. Do you want to tell that story? You
had to cook
with store-bought meat.
Oh, I just thought you meant I had to cook in general. Yeah, we ran out of meat once a couple of years ago, I think, and I had to go and buy store-bought ground, and I was very grumpy about it because it was gross and drained a lot of grease out of it. It was grease.
Yeah.
It just doesn't taste as good. It's gross.
Sure. So we are very blessed and fortunate that we, other than the roast that you buy for on occasion, I guess, we don't.
Yeah, I still buy the roast because we've tried to cook a roast before and it dries out and doesn't come out great. So if anyone has tips, let me know.
You gotta submerge it in broth.
Yeah, but
because I do the buffalo steaks.
That's really good.
Perfect. I think we could do the barbacoa tacos with the buffalo steaks, but I
don't know. They come out really good.
And so other than that, we really don't buy any store-bought red meat.
Right.
It's all wild game. We'll supplement with like chicken or fish or something like that on occasion. But other than that, we're self-sufficient in that aspect. So that had I think a big factor in you deciding to do it.
Yes.
Okay. John, kind of, what was the journey for you in wanting to try hunting? Like, what were your reasons? Was it, I guess, maybe the opportunity of moving to a new state? I mean, there's hunting in California though, too, but I don't think it's as prevalent as it is in some other states. But was it a little bit of that maybe? Was it just purely through meeting me? I mean, if you hadn't met me, do you think you still may have eventually found yourself doing something like this anyway?
I think so. Quick little backstory. Last year, my buddy from California came out and said, "Hey, come watch my daughter play soccer." And so I went and watched her play soccer. And he goes, "So have you done any Arizonian things since you've been here?" Dude, the golf is great.
Yes. You do have good golf.
And he goes, "No, have you gone hunting? Have you done this? Have you done that?" And I'm like, "No." And that kind of struck me like, why haven't I done that? and I know we've talked about it.
Yeah.
And then so after hearing someone else say, why haven't you done that? It kind of raises the question, why haven't I done that? And so talking to you and just seeing what you do and what you've done, and it's like, hey, I mean, I could do it. Why not? Like, and if I put in for a draw and I get drawn, cool. If I don't, no, that's no hair off my back, hey, let's just. And so once I did get drawn, it was kind of like, heck yeah, I'm going to be, doing some Arizonan things.
I like it.
and then it just, from there, it's like, hey, we went practice shooting, and then it's like, well, now I'll go by myself, and I'll, and so, I think you had a big, you were one of the big reasons why, but also hearing my buddy say, why not? Why haven't you done any of that? And so it's like, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pumped because that one day I wasn't able to make it out and go shooting with you, and I gave you the gun. And honestly, like, there's a lot of times where like I can really help encourage and I guess kind of say push people to a certain goal, but ultimately you've got to want it for yourself. And so for me to give you the rifle and be like, here you go, I can't make it out, go shoot, and then you did, like, that shows me like, cool, all right, he's in this.
Yeah.
All in, like, for real. And so, because like a lot of people don't, they're like, oh, well, without this person guiding me, like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of cool from my perspective. It'd be like, cool, John's down.
I was, and I went out there, and I was hitting my mark, and a guy came up to me. I was like, hey, how do you sight this scope? And I was like, I don't know. You are completely asking the wrong person. This is the second time I've shot this.
You should have told him, just crank it up. Just crank it all the way up.
Crank it. That's what I do. And so being at the shooting range and someone coming up to me, like, asking me for advice, I'm like,
then you must look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. In Vans and a Travis Matthews hat,
Oh, that's awesome though. What are like some initial hesitations or doubts that either of you might have before saying yes to this experience? I know Devin's. What about you?
I know we all know Devin's, or we know Devin's. I think my only hesitation would, to put it into Devin's words, would be, ground fishing.
It is. It's land fishing.
Land
fishing, not ground fishing.
But I mean, that would be my only hesitation. We're going to go out there and just go out there. But
yeah,
at the same time, I could say I went out there, and I was blessed to do that. Not everyone could say that.
Sure.
You're not going to always be able to, if you get a chance to do something, you're not going to be the number one at what it is. So
yeah.
if you have that chance, that's still the chance that you can take. And then, being out there with, a couple of my great friends, and Devin. Which, the red one, or no, that was the.
That's all.
Get to be willing to.
I feel like this is just gonna be a weekend of me being.
No, I said to myself, I'm gonna root Devin on, and
just make fun of me behind my back.
Jake made that bet, so it's like, well, that's not fair because Devin wanted to get out. So
we don't have. So I started a group chat with Jake, John, me, and Devin. And Jake in our group chat last night. Last night decided to say, hey, I'm going to make this trip a little fun and sweeten the deal. I've got a cool $100 cash for the first person that drops a deer. So now it's
called dibs.
And then I texted him. I said, well, what about a mountain lion?
Yeah, Devin called dibs on one and done.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, so just going to be able to be out there and be in nature and away from the hustle and bustle. I'm totally looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to experience that too, because it's a lot slower out there. It's very stress relieving. all of your cares work and you like fade away, literally. As cliche as that sounds, like it's true, 100%. Like nothing else. And then after a while, like once you start to continually go back to it, you're like, I don't know. It also sounds cliche to say this, but you're like, this is the real world. Like, because we live in a great society and cool culture and all that stuff and everything. But at the same time, like there's something else happening around us all the time that we don't see. And then you're out here partaking in it and seeing it. And you're like, holy crap. Like
I'm a part of it.
It's just different. Yeah. And so it's really cool. Land fishing. Hi. Land fishing. So I had taken you on a depredation elk hunt and we saw nothing.
It was land fishing.
And she's
So
like,
now it's
this
stuck.
is land fishing.
And now it's in my head.
But which is nice. John and I actually went out scouting and I'm kind of glad in a sense that we didn't see anything because I think that kind of tees it up for what it could be like. And I don't want to take you in. I've pulled 5 deer out of this spot. So I feel very confident that we're going to get a deer at least on the ground. 2 is great. I feel pretty confident in that too, but I can guarantee a deer is going to die.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to go into a spot so like overconfident that I don't want you guys to think it's not going to be hard because it is. There will be times where you're going to find very emotional lows and you're going to be like, I've literally been like, screw this. I'm going home. I quit. And it gets that bad sometimes. So, I'm kind of glad we got a little bit of taste of that, although we did see a mountain lion, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, like I go in expecting very little and then you'll come out like way on.
Yeah. I mean, we talked on the way home and it was like, you can't go in there thinking that you're shooting fish in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was that easy, everyone would do it.
Exactly. That's why they call it hunting and not getting.
Look, worst case scenario, I can sit and read my Kindle for hours. So it's fine.
Yeah. 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 It's just it's a good perspective to kind of have with going out on our first scouting trip and not really having anything come out like we hoped it had. Expectations. What do you envision the first hunting experience will be like? What are you looking forward to and what do you feel like the most nervous about?
Are you both staring at me?
Because I'm asking you.
Ladies first.
I guess my most nerve-wracking thing is going hunting with you and letting you down because you're Mr. Bow hunting. So it's a big fear I have.
Or rifle hunting. So there you go.
Yeah, which is worse.
To be honest though, you said you wanted to do this with your bow. You said, I want to do this with my bow. I don't want to do it with the rifle. And I was like, coos hunt with the bow for your first time. Let's calm down.
That's because you think there's no weight on my bow and you don't think I can kill anything with my bow.
Well, that too, you need to shoot heavier. Yeah. I think you could kill something with your bow. You do need to shoot heavier though. There's a lot more that would have to go into it. I think that starting with the rifle was the perfect thing.
Yeah, after I got over the fear of the gun.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Jumping ahead.
You're good. Yeah, but what are your kind of expectations going into it? Like, what's your gut feeling if you like, what day are you going to tag out on?
Saturday.
Okay.
On your birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Saturday or 12th. What's that, Tuesday? By the 12th?
Mm-hmm.
I would say Saturday is my goal because it's your birthday. So that's my birthday present.
Okay.
Happy birthday. And
Skin and start cutting up on your birthday, please.
And then realistically, hopefully by Tuesday.
Okay. What are your expectations in terms of maturity? Like if it has, like, are you like, all right,
I don't want a baby.
I want nothing smaller than what you have on the wall? Or, I mean, there's a tiny coos deer right there. John, if you want to grab that one on the left. Right here. Yep. That's a coos deer that I shot. If there's one that big, will you shoot it? Or is that too small?
I guess I didn't really think of an expectation for that, but that means younger, right?
Yes.
I mean, I don't like the idea of that, but
okay. That's your tag. You can do whatever you want with it. I'm just curious, like going into it.
Yeah, but I've thought about what you say about don't pass on what you would shoot the last day. So I'd probably just
you would shoot on the last, yeah.
Honestly, I'll probably just shoot something so I can say I did it and not have to miss anything.
Okay.
Unless it's a baby.
John, what are kind of your expectations overall for the hunt? And then I guess, do you have any like standards? Like you can kind of see an array here of different stuff, but like, all right, cool. I'm going to go and set the bar here.
I mean, I would love to that was that a 6-point little buck right there, or normal buck, I guess it would be. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't want to shoot for the moon and then, fall on my face. So, I'm actually just excited for the whole experience. I've been texting back and forth with my stepdad, and he's super excited for me, and just being able to get out there and do something that I've never done before.
Okay.
To me is a win.
Sure.
So being out there and being in the moment is would it suck to not pull something? Yes. But at the same time, it's something that there's not a lot of things that people can say, oh, I haven't done this, but I have the opportunity to do it.
Sure.
So to me, that's awesome.
So I had an elk tag, and I did not tag out. I came home with what we call tag soup. And
we all tasted it.
People will literally, at the end of their hunt, people will literally fill a bowl with water and stick their tag in it and like take a picture of it. They're like, what I'm eating tonight. But the first time I had that tag, I killed that bull right there on the wall. But then I had high expectations going into this one, and I saw lots of action. I had many opportunities, but it just never played out. But all of that to say that when I came home, I still felt very fulfilled because I had watched 10 sunrises, 10 sunsets, sat for hours and watched squirrels, blue jays, like this little chipmunk that kept popping its head 3 feet out from me out of a
on your hat.
I had a squirrel run across my leg in my hat. Like all sorts of, I saw 7 bears, like just crazy stuff. So even though it sucked that I didn't come home with a full freezer, like I still left being like, I had a damn good time out there.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of speak to what you had said about that whole thing, like you're going to go out and we're still going to see 5 sunrises, 5 sunsets at the very least.
Yeah.
So, what day do you think you're going to kill?
I'm thinking Tuesday as well.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
So see, if I get it on Saturday, that means I win.
So
and
you get your $100.
I know.
I get
We should have been like, whatever one is bigger.
Nope. Nope. Jake already made the bet. You can't go back.
I'll tell him to edit the text.
Nope. Can't edit it. Too late.
Yeah, you can go.
Too late.
Oh, it's
24 hours. Too late.
Oh, is it 24 hours?
I think it's like a couple minutes. You can't edit it.
Yeah. How difficult do you think the hunt's going to be? Like, what level of difficulty physically, I guess, do you expect the hunt?
I think I'm gonna be really cold.
Okay.
And I don't like being cold.
You're anemic. We just found out recently. So you do not. We've always known you don't do well with cold, but now we know exactly why you don't do well with cold.
Yeah.
Okay, John.
I know. I mean, you know how my knee is, so that to me that's the one worry. But I mean, being able to go play golf already, and then going to scout. So I think the thing that worries me is just the terrain and just stepping wrong.
Sure.
Because one little thing that you looks normal and you could roll an ankle or whatever it may be, and then
Steven's gonna have to pack you out instead.
Is that what you're gonna do? Twist your ankle.
Yeah. Then someone's gonna have to carry me out.
Jake was in this spot and rolled his ankle and said he was at pain level 10, and I made him walk out. So
yeah, but I'm your wife. I twist my ankle.
Jake's my hunting wife. So.
No, between me and 3 men, someone's carrying me out.
All right. Well, I think we'll kind of wrap it up here a little bit for part 1. We'll jump in next week's episode to part 2. And then after this, this is kind of just a sum up before the hunt starts. We're going to do another 2-part series after the hunt. And so we'll kind of reflect on everybody's experience, kills,
bump.
and
And you'll see who won the bet.
We'll see who came out with the $100. So, all right, guys, stay tuned for next week's episode, and we'll catch you in part 2. Thanks, guys. See you.
Thank you so much for listening to the Bowhunting AZ podcast. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast and smash those 5 stars on iTunes or Spotify and leave a little review at the bottom. It'll really help us out. For our short films, go subscribe over on YouTube. Just search Bowhunting AZ. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Bowhunting AZ. Good luck to everyone this season. Thank you again for listening. We'll catch you in the next episode.